I've been in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia since almost 5 years, 4.5 years to be exact. And I used to work abroad since I was 27 years old. And then in 2010, my working life brought me back to my birth country. And I tried to work and to live again in Italy, but I didn't feel that good. So I decided to move back abroad again. And finally one day I received an offer from Saudi Arabia. This is why I'm here. I knew that Saudi Arabia was in Middle East. I knew that the capital was Riyadh. I knew that Saudi Arabia contains a lot of sand and sand everywhere. I didn't even know that there were buildings actually. I thought that everything was about camels and Bedouins and petrol, of course. But the reality is so way different from what they describe it abroad. My first impression about Saudi Arabia was like, I told my wife, don't worry, 1 year, maximum 1.5 years, I'm gonna be back. And actually they are 4.5 years. I'm in Riyadh and not planning to move yet, so I'm not planning to go back. They are join me here for sure, but for the time being I'm not planning to move back at all. What I think about Riyadh is that became, day by day, became my hometown, because I've been adopted by Riyadh, and have to say that I feel pretty good over here, and I have very good relationship even with the local people. And when I moved to this compound a few months ago, then I started to gardening, and that's the result. I mean, it grown pretty good, and they are ready to be eaten actually. But I don't want to touch it because they are part of the decoration. And the flag, the 3 pots, actually they belong to Yannick. They are mine, but he is the one my neighbor who built up this Italian flag. I'm only gardening a few plants like chili, hot chili, and eggplants, and cherry tomatoes, and the other are herbs. So rosemary, sage, and thyme, basil, a lot of basil. All the foreigners here in Riyadh, let's say, they are a kind of cream of the nationalities. When I used to live in Europe, in England or in Sweden, wherever, I was ashamed to say that I was Italian, because normally Italian people abroad, they are like, junkie people or whatever, most of them. So whenever somebody asked me, where do you come from? I used to say, from France, easily, since I'm pretty lucky that I can speak French, so it's not a big deal either for me. But I have to say that all the Italian community over here is so lovely, so nice. Most of them, they start being my customer first, and then they became friends, of course. And we meet at my place, we meet in the restaurant, we meet outside, we meet in their place, and we have a lot of activities together. We spend most of our spare time together. For sure, this is the kind of family that you choose. I normally and usually start my morning with a lovely espresso. There is no comparison between Arabic coffee and espresso. Two different things, and two different ways to brew it. I love Arabic coffee, I have to say, because it's again way different from our normal espresso. But I cannot survive without espresso anyway. I like the Arabic coffee, but in the middle of the day just to have something chilling. But I cannot even wake up in the morning without an espresso. and then straight away on the tennis court with my good friend Maurizio. I've been playing tennis for the last 30 years, but I've never been a good player and I will never be, but I will enjoy it. My favorite thing about tennis is the social activity, spending quality time with my friends, and sweating outdoor rather than in a gym. I got into tennis because my knees are not working properly anymore because of my passion for the motorbike took me to lose part of the knee function, so I had to move to tennis. But actually it's something that I always loved, and I play very, very often. And here is the perfect place. Such of lovely weather and dry is something that, it fill up my day. Just had a little relax and now straight away to work. I loved motorbikes since I was a kid, and when I moved to Riyadh, the first thing I did, rather than buying a proper car, I bought a motorbike. And this is what I still have and I still use daily. Actually, here is the perfect place where to ride a bike. It's never raining and it's always sunny, very hot. It's fantastic, unlikely in Italy. You can ride maybe 3 months per year if you're lucky, if there is no COVID around. I've been traveled around Riyadh, all over Riyadh. Actually, as you know, I'm a biker, and with my bike I'm doing thousands of kilometers per year. And here there are stunning places, and riding up and down here in the surrounding of Riyadh is really something that is heartbreaking, because there are landscapes that I will never see in something like that in Europe or whatever else. So, but I'm not outside of Riyadh. I mean, I spent most of my time over here. I traveled a couple of times in Khobar, Dammam, and nothing else. So I'm Riyadhian, and I will die as it. We are in my second home, my workplace. Today I'm gonna prepare for you 3 kinds of pizza. The first one is gonna be the queen of pizza, the margherita. Then I'm gonna prepare you our specialty, which is the one with the porcini mushroom, truffle and homemade sausage, and the one with grilled vegetables. As an Italian chef, I had this opportunity to create, let's say, our restaurant, our business from scratch, from zero. And have to say that all the people here respect us a lot. There are no conflicts, they are listening to us, and they gave us the opportunity to show our skills. And if everything works properly, nobody says anything, and they are just grateful for the job you do, and it's perfect. I mean, working wise is perfect. Our mission here is to bring the proper Italian food, the authentic Italian food to Riyadh, and this is what we are actually doing. We are trying to do not modify anything unless it's for specific reasons, like allergies or intolerances or whatever. But have to say that not all local people loves the proper Italian food. Have to be adapted somehow. But in our menu, there is no adaptation. It's like everything authentic and original. And it's up to the people to love it, or how would we say, love it or leave it. We have few Italian restaurants over here in Riyadh. They are doing a pretty good job. And all of them, they are run by Italian chefs, and they are very good friends of mine. And there is no competition. I mean, we are all of us, we are very good friends. We are hanging out together, we are playing tennis together, we are attending parties and whatever, all in the same, and we help each other with the products, with the ingredients, with deliveries, and whatever we can do to help out our colleagues and our friends, we do it. Unlikely in Europe, you know. In Europe, normally, if you can kill your neighbor, you do that because of a business reason. But here it's different. It's completely different, and it's also true that the market over here is saturated. There are many Italian restaurants, but only few of us. We can't say they are really authentic. So far, so good. I believe the key to success in Saudi Arabia is the identity. You know what I mean? You shouldn't adapt to what is the local habit and local trend, but you should have your own identity, and this is actually what makes a brand successful. Professionally speaking, yes, I had a lot of manager and a lot of chefs when I was young. They were a kind of mentor for myself, as a person, as a professional as well. So this is where I, let's say, try to get my inspiration from. I did try the Saudi food more than once, and I really loved it. I honestly really loved it. It's particular, it's way different from ours, and it's very tasty. And have to say that I'm pretty tired about eating Italian food, because I've been eating Italian food for my entire life. So I'm trying to eat as much as I can, local or Asian or whatever. But the local food have to be, it's very nice, it's very tasty. I have to say that the Saudi hospitality is very similar to the southern Italian one. And we have, even if I'm from the north, but all the time I go to the southern Italy, is the same. People is very open-minded, and they all open their door for you and for your family or whoever is coming around. And I found the same situation over here, and it is really awesome. What made me fall in love with Riyadh was, first of all, let's say, the multicultural environment, and let's say it's a safe place. You know, you can leave your car open for days and days. You can leave your mobile on the table and leave for hours, and nobody will ever touch it. So it's a secure place, and also my kids, they are enjoying the place. They can walk around safely. and they can meet other people from other nationalities, and this is something that will help them for their own future as well. For sure, we have a communication gap, for sure, because, you know, Arabic and Italian, they are far away from each other. But I try to learn Arabic, actually. I have attended a course in Imam University my first year in Saudi Arabia. It didn't work properly. I have to say that I learned like 2 words and how to count till 5, maybe. And the second time I had a class with a lot of friends, and we had a lot of fun in it, and I didn't learn anything. But, you know, I'm getting used, so I can understand few words, I can speak few words, and somehow with gesture or whatever we can communicate somehow. Between Italians and Saudis, there are a lot of similarities. As I told you, when I was attending my Arabic course in the Imam University, I used to try to translate from English to Arabic and vice versa, and it didn't work at all. And finally I tried to translate directly from Italian to Arabic, and it's way easier. There are a lot of similarities, and I have to say also in the way we speak, in the way also our gesture and everything, there are a lot of similarities. Local Saudi culture is also far away again from ours, but have to say that have to be like a mutual respect, because we have different cultures, we have different religions, different habits and everything, but, you know, at the end of the day we are all human beings, and what brought us here is finally the necessity and the opportunity to have a better life. So, and I will always be grateful to Saudi Arabia for the opportunity it gave me. I have to say that I love most of the things there are here in Saudi Arabia. And all the time people ask me when I'm back home. Most of the time my friends, they are asking me about it. And I describe Saudi Arabia like an amazing place, like a lovely place where to live, where to grow a family in. In the last 5 years, I have seen a lot of changes, and have to say that most of them, it was what Saudi Arabia needed. And about the tourist visa, I was so happy when they opened it, when they gave the opportunity to apply for a tourist visa. And I informed all my friends, I sent messages everywhere, guys, Saudi Arabia open to the tourism, so just grab your tourist visa and join me here and spend some time with me. I will show you around or whatever. And then COVID. I have to say, last year when all this pandemic started, I took a short vacation of 2 weeks to attend a wedding in Italy. A friend of my wife had a wedding. And I got stuck in Italy for 6 months and 5 days. And believe me, I was desperate, because all my life is here. I left for 2 weeks, I took with me like 4 pairs of underwears and 1 pair of trousers, and that's it. So when I got stuck there, I really didn't know what to do. And at the same time, I was worried because of our restaurant, because of my people, my staff, because of my cats. And thanks God, I have friends that they took care of all the situation. So when I came back, for sure everything was bloody dusty, but at least everybody was safe. I came here, I'm a dog lover. I used to have 4 huge dogs in Italy. And when I came here, I haven't seen any dog around. And anyway, with my job, you cannot take care of that particular animal. So when I had the chance to find a couple of cats, kittens actually, under a car in the DQ, so I just took them home, and that's how my love for cats started. the cats are managing themselves. You know, they are very independent. They don't need me. I need them because, you know, I need to find somebody when I'm back home that is even asking for food, you know, but is a kind of appreciation. Is how they show their love for you. Oh, first of all, like the last year we had Riyadh seasons. I was curious, so I visited that place and I found it stunning. It was really awesome, it was beautiful. And then the last year we attended the tennis tournament. They invited finally 8 of within the 20s, the best player in the world, and we really enjoyed it. I mean, it was my dream since long time to see live such of players, and I had the chance thanks to Saudi Arabia. I've been invited for camping, for eating outdoor, for hiking and visiting canyons and stuff, and I really loved it. Oh, I love inviting people over. I like meeting friends. I like for sure playing sports, and mostly I dedicate my spare time to the house, the cleaning. Here is very sandy. And to talk with my family, of course, because I have 2 kids in Italy that I don't see since long time, and I really miss them and my wife all the time. I miss my family. I miss my family, my wife, my kids, and for sure my friends and my motorbike club, and that's it. I think is the only thing is missing. I love arts. I'm not into it really deeply, but I like it and I appreciate whatever is related to art. My city is Torino, which is in the northwest, close to the French border, and we are not really popular for it. But have to say that whatever is conserved and preserved in Italy about arts is very well done. We really take care of it. The best thing has happened to me since I came in Saudi Arabia. I'm enjoying my life over here, honestly. Every day, you know, is a gift for me over here, so I really couldn't choose. Amore, ragazzi, amici, tornerò. Prima o poi tornerò. Vabbè, tanto la famiglia mi raggiunge qua presto, ma io tornerò in Italia il prima possibile. Promesso, promesso. Ci vediamo presto. Ciao a tutti.